The Dahon Speed 7 folding bike is a bike that falls within the lineup of the Dahon folding bike series. And Dahon was very famous a few years ago and still is when it comes to folding bikes. And what makes them particularly distinct from other bikes is that they fold. This one here is about, I would say, probably a little bit less than 35 pounds. And with the folding, with the rack in the back, probably makes it about 3 to 5 pounds heavier. But I find myself not using it so much. But if you're doing deliveries or you just want to hold, let's say, a backpack or something small back there, or even a small crate, it might be beneficial to your needs. So this bike is pretty compact. I am 6'1". This bike could be a little bit larger in frame from my taste because my knees sometimes extend all the way to my forearms when I'm pedaling. And another thing you might notice about this bike is that the stem is extended all the way up, which is good. But if I wanted to put it a little bit higher, it would come out of the holding post holding mechanism. Another thing about this bike is that the taller you are, you're going to notice that the handlebars are a little lower than you would like it to be, especially if you're 6'1" to 6'3". So what I'm going to show you now is how this bike folds up. That's how quick it was. And that's how quick it was. And when it's in this position, it will fit in a small car. It might even fit in a full-size sedan trunk. It will definitely fit in a SUV. It will also fit on a train. It will also fit on SEPTA, or bus service in your city, or the MTA if you're from New York. The only thing, if you're from Philadelphia, some of these smaller bikes don't fit in the front gear meant to hold your bike. But it's still pretty light for me. If I wanted to carry it down the stairs, I can do so with one hand. It's not that heavy. They say it might be about 35 pounds. To me, it feels about 25 pounds compared to what I lift in the gym. I had to change the seat from the original seat that it came in because that seat was just horrible, and it just it left bruises when I finished riding it, so it wasn't a comfortable seat. So I replaced it with a Cloud9 C9 seat, which has some gel padding, and it's a little better. It's never going to be perfect, but it's a little better, and you will get used to this more than the original seat. I did change the pedals on this because the folding pedal on one side did break off, and instead of waiting for the store to have another one in stock, I just decided for the more conventional pedals that don't fold. And if that's a deal breaker for you, that's fine. You might want to wait and get the folding pedals, but this wasn't going to harm this bike. And let me just fold it back up so you know how it's done. You could time me. And there it is. Now it's ready to go. That's a Dahon Speed 7 folding bike in red and black. You might also like the Broadway edition. That one actually rides a little better, in my opinion, but you might just like this one. And just for to be clear with you, I changed the original tires because it was getting a lot of flats. So I opted for the Armadillo never puncture tires, and I haven't had a flat since. It was $90 for both tires, $45 each to get them replaced from the original ones. And Let me just show you one more thing. You can, with this latch here, you can adjust the handlebars, and it has enough space in the handlebars so you can attach a light, you can attach a camera over here, and I switched out the original handlebar grips just so it can be a little bit more comfortable to my liking. What else can I say about this bike? The brakes, yeah, you could get nice brakes that last longer, or you can just get the conventional ones and it'll do a pretty stable job for you. But this is how it looks on the other side, just like that. That's the Dahon Speed 7 folding bike for the Dahon company. Excellent.